Hey guys, Jay. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, as Hasbro PulseCon's warehouse sale continues to tick by, I did promise that I would share my picks for some of the items that were on sale and I was personally interested in to kind of help you guys navigate some of the, more interesting items that I think would be value added in terms of like getting them now rather than waiting for another sale. So guys, join me as I take a look at some of my picks for the Marvel Legends series. If you enjoyed this type of content, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week, and I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys will always know when new episodes are posted. So guys, join me as I take a deep dive into the personal picks that I have for the Marvel Legends warehouse sale on Hasbro Pulse. Let's have a look. So guys, I thought I'd go over some of my picks for the Marvel Legends warehouse sale on HasbroPulse.com. The Marvel figures which are available this time around are actually pretty decent, I have to say. Taking a look at the figures themselves, we can see that, yeah, even Black Series Black Panther herself is already available. The Marvel Legends series War Machine, which really has only been around a couple of months, is also available in the warehouse sale. Mojo, the retail version, is available. We also have the Marvel Legends Ironheart, the comic versions of X-Men, Cyclops, who has since sold out apparently. Oh no, that's crazy. I was hoping to get him, but unfortunately he already has sold out. Wow, that's nuts. Mystique is available. Same thing with Disney Plus. She-Hulk, the Red Skull, the What If Howard the Duck, and so on. So guys, let's go through some of the picks that I have. The first one is Rhino, and I reported on this the other day that he was already sold out pretty much immediately after the sale went up. He's one of the more popular characters in Spider-Man, so obviously he was going to be very sought after, and with 30% off, it's not really a surprise. I mean, from $38.99 minus 30%, possibly even 35%. Yeah, it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that he was going to sell pretty quickly. The next figure is, of course, Doctor Strange Supreme. This was not really a surprise either. Another one of the most popular characters from the What If series. So yeah, this was definitely going to go pretty fast. I remember finding him only once in the wild at GameStop. And at $24.99 minus 30%, not really a surprise there either. The other pick, of course, is Marvel Legends Scorpion, $24.99. Again, a very much inspired animated version of the Scorpion, looking really cool in those neon green colors. Yeah, he was already hard to find in stores and didn't surprise that he was already sold out the moment the 30% and 35% went live. This is one of my personal picks, especially if you are a big fan of X-Men. The Mojo World 4-pack was one of those ones that when it was first announced, people were kind of excited, but the price was really prohibitive. And shortly thereafter, somebody found in the wild the retail version of Mojo. So it was just one of those weird situations where this set pretty much became obsolete the moment it was trumped by the individual releases, because many people already had a Dazzler, head sculpt notwithstanding, and these new blast effects. Mojo was found soon thereafter. Obviously has less paint deco than the one that they're offering in this 4-pack. And then Longshot here, yeah, he was also released on a classic card, and now that they're available at retail, this set really didn't seem like a really good value at $131.99. However, with 30% off, $139.99, subtract 30%, and you're looking at $92.39. That's a really good savings. If you divide that by 3 characters, because we're not really counting Wolverine, that's only $30 a figure, and Mojo really counts as a figure and a half, so yeah, the value is really there. The next figure is actually, yeah, Mojo. I mean, Mojo is a very good character in and of himself. This is the retail released version, but he's still pretty pricey regardless. $55.99 for this figure. That is a lot of money for a single figure. Now, he is pretty well sculpted. I mean, he's a brand new sculpt. He's got this, brand new buck and that crazy platform with legs. Like, honestly, it's kind of like a scorpion kind of mechanical body. It's really, really weird, but he really does look super interesting and a very fan favorite if you are, of course, a fan of the X-Men series. Now, at $55.99, that's a pretty hefty price tag to be asking for this character, but if we take $55.99, subtract 30% from that, we're looking at only $39.19. That's pretty good, honestly. I'm actually pretty happy with that price. So yeah, Mojo is definitely one of those ones. If you can get him at this price, probably a good idea to give it a shot. He's still available as of this posting. The next character has unfortunately already sold out. Marvel Legends series X-Men Marvelous Cyclops from the 90s animated series. This was another way to get Cyclops into your collection if you'd missed him the first time around, and unfortunately he has since sold out, which is kind of crazy. Now, he is sporting the animated look with all those cell shaded details, but still, if you put him in with the other X-Men, it's kind of hard to really see too much of a difference. So this would have been a really great buy. $27.99 minus 30%. Yeah, $19.59. Not a bad price for the animated Cyclops. And that pretty much goes for all the animated figures as well. I really do suggest that any of the figures you're hoping to pick up from this line would be a good time to actually pick them up now. The next recommendation I do have is, of course, the Marvel Legends series Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends 3-pack. This is definitely a great pack if you ever were a fan of the cartoon back in the 80s. You guys might remember that Spider-Man, Firestar, and Iceman used to share an apartment together. They were a trio of friends, two of them being mutants, and of course Spider-Man. My favorite episode of the series was, of course, where Firestar and Iceman visited the X-Men mansion. That was a lot of fun. And of course, Spider-Man was left out in the lurch because he is not a mutant. This set was set for $74.99, which, when you really break it down, that's not too bad with today's pricing. $74.99 divided by 3 is $24 a figure. Again, with today's pricing, that's sort of par for the course. But if we go with $74.99 minus 30%, you're looking at $52.49. That's a pretty good price. You divide that by 3, and it's only $17.50 per figure. That's pretty good. So yeah, guys, don't sleep on this one if you're interested in picking up a new Bobby in your collection, because I know that the other two are available at retail. Even this pinless version of Spider-Man is still available right now. So, and Firestar's been out for quite some time already. For my next pick, if you actually went in on Galactus as a HasLab project, honestly, this is right up your alley. The 2 Heralds of Galactus, which were not included with the HasLab, have been available for some time already, and now they are on warehouse sale, which is amazing. At $62.99 between the 2 figures, that was a pretty hard pill to swallow. Divided by 2, you were looking at $31.50 a figure. Ouch. But if we take off 30% from that, $62.99, subtracting 30%, it's a much easier $44.09 a figure. Divide that by 2, and yeah, they're only $22 each. That's actually a much better price for these two. If you did collect Galactus as part of the HasLab, you really do want to pick up these guys to complete your set. And of course, don't sleep on these guys. They are going fast. My next pick is the Fantastic Four exclusives on Hasbro Pulse. Now, these were kind of characters which you could easily pass. I mean, Sue Storm was already available at retail, but she was the fully painted version. This one, of course, is the Invisible Woman herself in her invisible state. And in a lot of ways, a lot of people were sort of, they could have passed on this easily. It's not exactly a must-have figure, although if you are a huge fan of the Fantastic Four, having her effect of being invisible is actually really important to a lot of people. $22.99 for this figure, which was not an unreasonable price, but minus 30%, and it becomes an even better price at only $16.09. Not bad. And if you're a Premium Plus member, that's actually down even more. The other figure which was an exclusive is, of course, her brother, Johnny Storm, in his full flame-on effect. The version which was available at retail was his regular version, much similar to his sister, where they were both fully painted, and a few blast effects included just to give that sort of effect that he's just about to flame on. But there's nothing like having a full flame on Human Torch, and here he is available still for sale at the warehouse. He's actually $2 more, so $24.99 subtracting 30%, and he's only $17.49. So yeah, you're still saving quite a bit of money with this version. And again, he was one of those figures which was easily passed by because there was a version of Johnny Storm at retail. But seriously, what's Johnny Storm without a full flame on? So yeah, don't sleep on this one. Definitely pick him up if you're interested in completing your retro Fantastic Four set. And the last pick that I have for today is going to be The Thing. Now, of course, the thing was available at retail, but he's since sold out in many locations. So this is just one last chance to be able to get Marvel's thing. He is $24.99, and of course we know minus 30%. He's down to $17.49. So yeah, guys, those are my picks for the Marvel Legends warehouse sale on Hasbro Pulse. Now, it should be said there are a lot of other figures which are on sale right now, and you just have to scroll through to see your own favorites and which ones that you might be interested in. At this time, many of them are still available, including Classic Iron Man, the Sabretooth version with the Build-A-Figure set. As a matter of fact, looks like all of the Build-A-Figure Bonebreaker wave is still available, so if you're interested in completing that wave, definitely don't sleep on this, because that's a really great set. The Doctor Strange wave is also still available if you were interested in that, the Multiverse of Madness. And there is still the Scarlet Witch, which a lot of people were hoping to get on her second time around. So yeah, guys, don't sleep on this. A lot of great figures to be had, including, Marvel Series Legends MODOK World Domination, which was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, has just sold out. So there's another figure which is no longer available. As I said, as the days continue to pass by, these will start going out of stock much more quickly. So guys, don't sleep on this. Make sure that you are able to pick up some of these figures while you still have time. And guys, best of luck to you. This is a rare opportunity from Hasbro Pulses. They don't do this very often, and at 30 to 35% off, it's a great opportunity to fill in the holes in your collection. Well guys, those are my personal picks for the Marvel Legends figures that are available at the warehouse sale on Hasbro Pulse. This is, of course, my own personal opinion. This is mostly based on the idea that these figures are mostly value added, and that I think that later on it'll be just harder to get them, as they do run out of stock in most places, including retail. And these ones available at up to 35% off on Hasbro Pulse. It's probably a better idea to get them now than later. I know you can always wait for Target to have, certain clearances which are like even as low as $10 in some cases. But to be perfectly honest with you, 35% off a figure right now is not too bad. And you always run the risk of not being able to get these figures. So right now, these are just my personal picks for the ones which are more value added. And I hope that that helped you to make some decisions whether or not you're going to pick up anything on this warehouse sale from Hasbro Pulse for the Marvel Legends series. Guys, let me know in the comment section below. Are you actually going to be picking up any of these action figures that are on sale up to 35% off if you are a Hasbro Premium Plus member, and even 30% off if you're just a regular member? Or are you sort of looking at all these figures as being well overpriced and out of your own price range, even at an additional 30 to 35% off, and you're basically going to wait for Target or Walmart to have these things off at major discounts, or even places like Ollie's and Ross's, where they could be 40, sometimes even 50% off? Guys, please leave those comments in the comment section below. If you enjoy this type of content, guys, please do leave me a like. It really does help. And if you're in the position to help out the channel, guys, please consider checking out my Patreon page. It's MegaJ Retro on Patreon. Guys, the patrons of this channel really help me make wonderful episodes every single week, and I really couldn't do it without them. They are the best. Guys, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. Guys, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. The sales are pretty good, Hasbro. Keep it going. Good journey. Geek proud. I want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon and channel member supporters. Thank you so much, everybody. It's thanks to your support that this channel continues to grow, and I really could not have done this without you. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It really means a lot and really helps the channel to keep growing.